What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room. And this is where we at now. So you clearly see the title of the broadcast. So we're going to go here. We're going to check out what Fox has to say. Fox presented the situation about the suspect at hand here, and they presented the picture and stuff like that. And we're going to also check and see some of the footage they've been tracking this man down with. So let's go here now. Quarters, nickels, and dimes, people.
And particularly our own correspondents, things are tightening around the man who they think is the assassin. They are trying to catch him for killing conservative icon Charlie Krik at a college event in Utah yesterday. It's not still been 24 hours, and the FBI is moving quickly now with some details and evidence that they've picked up in the last hour or so. And it's revealing this morning that images of the shooter exist, and you can see those images on your screen right now. If anyone has any information on this person of interest, please contact the FBI. 1-800-CALL-FBI, and we'll get that up on all of our social platforms immediately. Authorities are saying they have been able to track the suspect's movements and have recovered the high-power rifle officials say they believe the shooter used in the attack. The FBI is confident it will be able to catch this person. Sources close to Fox News also confirm investigators are looking into what appears to be messages that are written both on the gun and the shell casings, recovered by authorities just in the last 35 minutes or so. Bill Mallusion has that part of our story. The content of those messages, though, is still unclear. At least they have not revealed them to us in the wider media. This is Outnumbered. I'm Harris Faulkner, here with my co-hosts, Emily Campagno and Kayleigh McEnany. Also joining us today, Laura Trump, host of My View with Laura Trump, and Lawrence Jones, co-host of Fox and Friends. First, let's go to CB Cotton and get the very latest at Utah Valley University. CB.
Hi, Harris. Well, multiple sources have told Fox News about the messages that appear to be left behind on both the ammunition and firearm recovered from the scene of Charlie Kirk's assassination. So far, the FBI, as you mentioned, has declined to comment on this. But what the agency is saying is that they've got lots of good video of the killer's path on this campus.
And I definitely have some of the footage that they're talking about, so we're going to get to that next. Let's see what they have to say, though.
It's onto the campus, through the stairwells, up to the roof, across the roof to a shooting location. We do have good video footage of this individual. We are not going to release that at this time.
Agents say the shooter got on campus less than an hour before assassinating 31-year-old Charlie Krik, who was visiting Utah Valley University in Orem.
Okay, you can clearly see they highlighted it. There we go. Somebody, of course, an event that big, everybody got cameras out,
which is about an hour away from Salt Lake City. The FBI says the gunman blended in well on campus and appears to be college-aged. Agents say he wore all-black tactical gear as he fired off the fatal shot from about 200 yards away towards the stage, where Krik had just started answering a question from someone in the crowd. After the shooting, the suspect ran off into a neighborhood, according to FBI agents who say they found a high-powered bolt-action rifle in a wooded area. Other clues were also left behind.
Investigators have also collected footwear impression, a palm print, and forearm imprints for analysis.
The FBI is also asking for anyone with photos or videos to please share those with the agency. And moments ago, the FBI also released a new photo saying this could be a person of interest in this case. I know our show producers are going to work diligently to share that image with our viewers. Harris, back over to you.
Yeah, and we are putting up that image of the person of interest, CB, right now, and we will continue to do that. They are looking for the public's help now. They have obviously tighten their net around this suspect, and the public can be of immediate help just in cutting the timeline. They are going to get this guy. 800-CALL-FBI, and the image that you want to keep, that we'll keep up on the screen as long as possible, is there too. We're also, and I'm kind of saying this to you, but also asking our team wider who's listening to flood our social media with this. All platforms for Outnumbered right now as well. Lawrence, well, none of us slept last night, but you were up on the air earlier than anybody here on the couch. And this day has gone rapidly different than maybe some people had thought. And it's in a very good way. We're getting more information. We might be close to getting the suspected assassin.
Well, earlier this morning, there was a lot of trepidation for me in particular, even though a lot of people that I know and love and respect work at the FBI, that we hadn't got a photo. Because that's the first step right here in justice, is identifying who this person is so they can stand trial before the peers of this country with a jury. And now we have that photo. Our imagination based on the person who they targeted, Charlie Kirk, and since he was given a political speech, and since they didn't fire at the crowd, but they fired directly at his head, we knew it was political. Now we got the shell casings and other ammo that have political messages there. So we're getting closer and closer. I just hope that we're all zooming in, all law enforcement. You got to get this guy. Charlie was a representation of a movement of young people in America. And I don't care if you agree with his politics or not. We can't have that in this country.
And I definitely agree with that. So, listen, look, it's crazy that we are at this point right here, but this is very dangerous that we are dealing with this situation. And it's opening up a door for idiots to be able to, come in and just feel like they can delete people because they don't agree with their same politics or religion, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let's go here now. We're going to start looking at some of the footage here. Let's check this out. Okay. First of all, let's go here now. Let's go back a sec. Let's check this out. Okay, so obviously this could be a healthy young man. Why is he walking like that? And my thought process tells me that he's carrying a rifle, walking like that. Now, obviously, the rifle is concealed in his pants somehow. You know what I'm saying? And you are able to conceal a rifle like that in your pants, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and walk with it, but you're going to walk funny with a rifle in your pants. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Running behind the scenes. All right. Okay, so obviously they didn't capture any more. Where he walked to looks like, of course, he walked off camera, basically, from the cameras that were on those homes in that area. So we're going to go here now. We're going to check this out here.
Let's go live now to the FBI and this update from Utah, where the murder of Charlie Kirk took place. We've got an update now with the authorities.
I am the Communications Director for the Utah Department of Public Safety. This evening, we have FBI Director Patel, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, Special Agent in Charge Robert Bowles, Governor Spencer Cox, Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson, and Commissioner Anderson, as well as, Commissioner Bo Mason, as well as some local partners here present with us today. Governor will kick it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight. We appreciate the media and the partnership we have with you in helping us to get information out to the public so that we can catch this assassin and hold him accountable. We are going to share a portion of a video and that we have of the suspect, as well as some new stills. Those have already been released, but we want to make sure that they get as much attention as possible so that we can get help from the public in tracking down this evil human being. So we're going to cue up the video right now, show that. I've asked Commissioner Bo Mason if he would narrate to you what is happening in this video.
Thank you, Governor. Bo Mason, Commissioner for the Utah Department of Public Safety. If you look up to the top left, you'll see the building where the shooter was proned out in the top left corner. We'll go ahead and play that video and I'll narrate as we walk through that. So here you see the suspect ran behind that upper building. He's going to come out on the right, moves to this far right corner. As he does, he's going to climb off the edge and then drop down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions. There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes.
Wow, if they got it down to the tennis shoes.
So what's the French toast is there to think about?
Dang. Now, see, technically, let's be honest here. Let's go here now. Him jumping off that building like that and landing.
There's a shoe.
Him jumping off that building like that and landing like that would leave a huge impression of a shoe imprint. When you hit the ground like that, and of course, you know, of course, the building is low enough to where he could have jumped off the building like that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with any real, you know, like, unless you're an elderly person, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that really, you know, got some good adrenaline running, they could jump off that building right there. Okay, so yeah, left palm impressions, shoe impressions. Okay, then.
Imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes. Again, we'll replay that again so you can get another view of that. It's important to note his black t-shirt, his black pants, and there appears to be some white on the soles of those Converse tennis shoes. Those are all identifiable items that we're looking for. In the stills that are going to follow this, you're going to see a very distinctive t-shirt with an American flag and appears to have an eagle on it. There's also a baseball cap with a triangle on it and a pair of sunglasses. All distinctive, all things that we would ask the public to look for and try to identify if they know someone who has those items, who has been seen wearing those items. We're looking for all that information. Here you see the suspect after dropping off the building. He moved around across this grassy area, around the parking lot. We're going to pan to the right. After he crosses the street, this is where he moves over into the wooded area. This is the video evidence that we utilize to track his movements and to locate that firearm in that wooded area following the discovery of this evidence. Good. You want to go to the stills? So here's the still photographs I mentioned. These have been enhanced. So these are slightly.
Okay, those are Converse shoes. Those are Converses.
What's the French toast is there to think about?
Listen, look, those are Converse shoes. Anybody that grew up pretty much in America, definitely if you're 42 and older, you know exactly what Converses look like. Chuck Taylors, all the type of shit, straight Converse action for real.
Different than what we introduced earlier. Please pay close attention to the t-shirt. Like I said, very distinctive with that American flag and that eagle. The hat with the triangle and the sunglasses. If you'll go to the next picture, please. The backpack as well. All identifying features that we're hoping the public can help us identify and lead us to this suspect. Next picture. And again, there's a better picture of the hat with that triangle logo and again, the t-shirt, blue jeans, and you get a good look at those Converse tennis shoes as well. We have pushed these out. We'll continue to push these out. And we just ask for the public's cooperation through the public. The tips that have been coming in are what are giving us our next leads and enabling us to continue to further this investigation. We've had great cooperation from the public, and we're continuing to ask for that as we move forward. Thank you, and I'll turn the time back over to Governor Cox.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Mason. I want to thank Director Patel and his team. It's great to have them on the ground with us tonight. We've had several briefings, and he's had an opportunity to walk the crime scene. We appreciate our local law enforcement here. Again, we have Mike Smith, who is the county sheriff here. We have all of our local chiefs of police that are here as well, all working hand in hand with the state and with the FBI as we move forward with this investigation. Now, I'll just give you a little warning. We will not be taking any questions at this time. We're giving you the latest information we have, being as transparent with everything that we have. But I do want to share a couple things that I think are important. We cannot do our job without the public's help right now. The public has answered our call for action. So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips. I would just note that the FBI hasn't received this many digital media tips from the public since the Boston Marathon bombing. This case also highlights the dedication of our law enforcement community. We have 20 federal, state, and local law enforcement partners that are working shoulder to shoulder to find the person who committed this horrific crime. With their support, we've completed nearly 200 interviews. As you're aware, as has already been reported, the FBI is offering a $100,000 reward for information leading to the identification and arrest of the person responsible for the murder of Charlie Krik. We also continue to implore the public to support this investigation and come forward with any information. We are truly hopeful that this video and new photos will lead to even more tips. We are processing. We have an incredible team, a state and federal team working together to process those tips. We are going out in tandem to interview any potential person of interest or suspects. But we need, again, we need as much help as we can possibly get. Any videos or photos that you might have, the public should be submitted to our digital media tip line, which is www.fbi.gov/Utah.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying? That was stated in the beginning of the broadcast. Listen, look.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Shout out to that. This is where we at right here. So they have footage now of the position of this man on the roof. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Come on right here. Wow, they have footage now. Well, which, you know, there was always footage. Let's just keep this honest here. There was always footage. But they had to gather the footage, and they went and searched high and low. I get it. Definitely too, you know, and this is how it goes down when you decide to do dumb shit like this. This is how it goes down. Look at this idiot here. Look at this idiot here. You trying to do all types of dumb shit, bro. And, you know, you captured on cameras that you're not even knowing are there. The foolishness to think that you could get away with something like this. The foolishness. This is crazy out here. This is crazy. But I'm glad they are on top of this, because we need these type of individuals to be caught. I don't care whether or not you agree with Charlie Kirk's views or whatever, bro. This does not need to continue. This does not need to set a precedence for anybody that disagrees with anybody else, issues or religion or political issues, whatever. We do not need to live in a society where you can be, you know, pretty much gunned down because you disagree with somebody.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
This is crazy. And, you know, I'm hoping that the people of Utah and stuff like that, you know, galvanize themselves and go ahead on and get this dude and get him arrested immediately. He needs to be brought to justice immediately. And, you know, made a spectacle of the situation for the whole United States. for the whole United States and the world, but definitely the United States, because this is home. And this idiot needs to really be brought to justice, man. I can't scream that enough, because we do not need this type of door to be open to where, you have a difference in opinions and stuff like that, and you could die over your difference of opinions. But it is what it is, though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.